Okay, so welcome on YourPedia Current Affair, Daily Current Affair, and today is 26th June, and I have brought some news to discuss with you. And these news are: government decides not to send Hajj pilgrims to Saudi Arabia this year. That means, as I discussed with you earlier in the news, that this year Hajj will be there. I mean, they have not cancelled. Saudi Arabia government has not cancelled, but they are saying that limited people will only be entertained. So I discussed with you that in Saudi Arabia, most religious shrines of Muslims, mosque of the Muslim are in Makkah and Medina. So Makkah, Medina में approximately 20 lakh Muslims from all over world they participate in Hajj every year. But this year the situation because of COVID is different. Then next news is Locust attack in India. Locusts have come from African continent and they have attacked India from the side of Rajasthan. So now government is trying its level best to control the damage because of this locust. Fully online semester will be there in IIT Bombay this year. So IIT Bombay is planning fully online semester. This is the first major institute which has planned for that. This year there will not be any offline class, only online classes. Impact of COVID on ISRO manned mission. That is the another impact of basically COVID. ISRO was planning to have a manned mission in the name of Gaganyaan. So Gaganyaan to be launched in 2022 was a mission first mission basically manned mission which ISRO was planning, but this because of the COVID there is going to be delay. Otherwise also ISRO planned some 30 plus uh, different projects this year, but it is going to be delayed because of the COVID shutdown. NASA has named its headquarters after Mary Jackson. She was the first black engineer working in NASA, and it was because of her that manned missions etc. were possible in US. So NASA has given a name of headquarters after Mary Jackson. Now, Imran Khan, the Prime Minister of Pakistan, has called Osama bin Laden as martyr. Let me tell you, Osama is Saudi Arabian basically citizen, and he is the person behind Al Qaeda terrorist group, and he was mainly responsible for 9/11 attack on World Trade Center of US. So he was killed in Abbottabad near Islamabad, I suppose, Pakistan. So American forces killed him there. So Imran Khan was saying that that is a shame for the country. This has happened, and Osama is martyr. Now, Russia में Putin, the president, incumbent sitting president Putin, who is president till 2024, wants to extend his two terms by 6 years, 6 years, two terms of 6 years each. So that means he will be president till 2030, 24 plus 30, 24 he's already and 12 more. So 36, 2036 tak he wants to be president of Russia. So already the parliament has given yes, and constitutional court has also given yes, and Putin has also signed, but he wants people to vote now, though it is not required. Now recently prime minister has auctioned some of the coal blocks for coal blocks for commercial selling of these coal blocks to private players and earn money through that and put that in Atmanirbhar Bharat. So Coal India Limited is the public sector which actually used to do that activity earlier. So Coal India Limited is saying that we have the blocks and we are going to use those blocks. So let us now discuss these news in detail. Before that, I want you to go for this count. So India mein the number has COVID number has gone up to 4.7 lakh, and the 10 most COVID patient states are this Maharashtra, followed by Delhi, and then Tamil Nadu, and then you see Gujarat, and then Uttar Pradesh, then Rajasthan, then West Bengal. So these are the 10 states, and total number is 4.7, and 15,000 deaths so far in India. Okay, now coronavirus all over world. If we see the impact of that, then US almost 24 lakh now, and then followed by Brazil 12 lakh, Russia 6 lakh, India 4.7 lakh, and UK 3.0 lakh. Others are 2 lakh plus. So these are the 10 countries, and almost hitting 1 crore number here, and more than 4. I mean, approximately 5 lakh people have died. Half a million people have died. So let's discuss now one by one news. This Indian government has decided that Muslims from India this year will not go to Saudi Arabia to participate in Hajj due to corona pandemic. And Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi is the minister for minority affairs minister, and he says that Saudi government cannot accommodate many people this year, so there will not be any Hajj, I mean pilgrimage from India. Locust attack. Which states this locust has affected the most? Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh. You remember this? And Agriculture Department, Local Administration, and BSF. You know, BSF is Border Security Force, and you must have seen movie Border. So in movie Border, BSF is shown fighting along with Indian Army with the this Pakistani forces. So Rajasthan mein this BSF is there. So BSF is also helping local people against this locust attack. So locust swarms from Indo-Pak border are reported, and these are the district where these are very much in number. Bikaner, Sri Ganganagar district, and control. They are trying to control it fully. So they are of different stages of development of these locust. Swarms of immature pink color is there, and then yellow adults are there. So their population is in these districts: Jaisalmer, Barmer, Jodhpur, Bikaner, Sri Ganganagar, Jaipur, Nagaur, Ajmer, and these are the districts where they in Rajasthan they are there. Panna district of Madhya Pradesh and Lalitpur district of Uttar Pradesh. These locusts are there. Now, IIT Bombay is planning fully online semester, and Indian Institute of Technology, IIT Bombay is the first major institute which has said that okay, next semester will be online classes only. So, IIT director has recently given this news. So, IIT Bombay is thinking how to impart the education to the students now, and so that their academic year does not go waste. And IIT Delhi is also going to follow the same thing, and Punjab Engineering College based in Chandigarh has already done that. So most of the institutes are going to have this year as online education only. Now, what is the impact of COVID on ISRO manned mission? That is the next news I want to discuss with you. So, ISRO chief, is Sivam, K Sivan, Sivan, K Sivan. You can remember this name of ISRO chief. He has said that majority of our flights programs this year will be delayed. We were planning that we will send manned mission into the space, so that may get delayed as per K Sivam. Now, Chandrayaan 3 they are going to launch, and unmanned test flight for Gaganyaan this year they are planning. So Gaganyaan is manned mission to be launched in 2022 if everything goes okay. That will be the first manned mission of India ISRO into the space. But Chandrayaan 3 and test flight for Gaganyaan will be unmanned test flight. So, training of the astronauts for Gaganyaan is already going on in Russia. So, in which country we are doing the training for astronauts? That also you should know. Russia and Russia and US are far ahead in space research, because uh, first astronaut which landed on the moon, they were Russian and American only. Yuri Gagarin and Neil Armstrong, you must be knowing. So Russia is helping Indian astronaut also in the same thing. So in the parliament, in one of the questions, it was told that there will be 36 missions in financial year this, and there will be 10 earth observation satellites. What are the observation satellites? They are the remote sensing satellite. Remote sensing, that means observing earth. 3 communication satellite, insat satellite, and navigation satellite, and Chandrayaan 3 and Gaganyaan unmanned test flight. So most important thing is Gaganyaan is the manned mission. That is the most important. Now, next news. This lady is Mary Jackson, and she was NASA's first African American female engineer and the main driving force behind US astronauts into space. So, astronauts, when they went into space, to engineering help is required from the ground, and she was mainly responsible for that. She has spent 30 years of her career in NASA, and she was one of the 3 trailblazing human computers portrayed in this film Hidden Figures. Okay, so this tells the story of black woman work in space race. That is the movie, it was made on her. That is what you can say. So on which name, on whose name NASA has basically kept its headquarters? That can be the question. Imran Khan is the Prime Minister of Pakistan. He has recently given a statement telling that Osama bin Laden was martyrs. Martyrs is a shaheed. That is a positive terminology. He has used this term for him. He said that Al Qaeda chief and 9/11 mastermind Osama bin Laden was a shaheed. He told that in National Assembly, that means Parliament, and he's getting now a lot of criticism for that. Osama bin Laden was responsible for 9/11 attack in US, and Al Qaeda is a terrorist group. American took the revenge by killing Osama bin Laden when he was housed in Abbottabad near Islamabad army area, and Pakistan was giving shelter to Osama bin Laden. And American forces in helicopter went to Abbottabad, killed Osama, and came back. So, as per Imran Khan, this has brought shame to the humiliation and shame to the nation. How could American forces enter into a country, Pakistan, and do this? And also, we have helped American a lot in Afghanistan, but they have not given any value to us. So this marks, I think, the beginning of separation of good relation between US and Pakistan. Moreover, US and China are not having very good relation nowadays, and that is another reason why US is going away from Pakistan. US has stopped giving the aid to Pakistan, and China has come forward to provide aid to all the neighboring states of countries of India, like Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. So that is a debt trap strategy, as I discussed with you, of China, as far as neighborhood of India is concerned. So this is what is the news which can be understood. Now, Russia may people are to vote for extending the Putin tenure. Let me tell you, Putin has been president of Russia for the last now 2 decades, president and prime minister and all in this capacity he has been. And he changed the constitution of Russia and extended his tenure by 2 terms by of 6 years each. You know, he basically he the way to make the change to constitution is first the parliament and then the constitutional court is to bring the change. Already the both houses of parliament has said yes, constitutional court has also said yes, and it has been signed by Putin into law. But still he wants that people should vote, though there is no legal requirement for that. So the Putin is planning to be in power till 2036. He's 67 now, and 67 plus, you see, 16 more years he wants to be in power as a president. No doubt he's an effective president of Russia, and Russia has come out of its financial trouble during his tenure. But like China, extending the tenure indefinitely or to a very long period is something which actually is planning. Putin is planning for that. Now, the voting will be done. It was to be done April 22nd, but now it is postponed for 1st July. Constitution change has already taken place, and now people are to vote for it. Constitutional Court has signed, both houses of parliament have signed, Putin has also signed, and now only people are to basically give their nod to this. Let's go for the last news of the day. Recently we heard the news that Prime Minister of India has auctioned. Prime Minister has announced first auction of coal block for commercial use, and this was the part of his Atmanirbhar Bharat plan. So he wants to get some money by his, auctioning of these natural resources. 33,000 crore was gathered through this, and then it is to be pumped in for the infrastructural development, that is called Atmanirbhar Bharat plan, 20 lakh crore domain. Now let me tell you, Coal India Limited is a public sector which actually is in the domain of coal blocks. And CIL chairman Pramod Agarwal says that they will not give up their coal blocks and commercially they will do mining. PSU would continue to be basically a viable option even today. So commercialization along with the this public sector will keep on doing in this particular domain. That is what CIL chief has said. So Coal India Limited will also remain. They will also keep on working. At the same time, privatization of the coal blocks will also be done. That was the news basically which was there. So I hope now you understood some of the news which I discussed with you today. So see, every news has some important question which can be asked, like which president has extended his tenure indefinitely, अभी auctioning किस domain में हुआ था, इमरान किसने ओसामा बिन लेदन को मार्टायर्स बोला है, या what is the name of the manned mission of ISRO. Those questions can be asked. Which institute just said that online hoga. So these questions you need to revise well, and the rest obviously, because every day we are discussing some 5 to 10 questions, 5 to 10 issues, and in each issue there is some information inside that which is important from exam perspective. So the moment this June issues will be over, I'm going to discuss with you more than hundreds of questions which can be asked, one liner question of general knowledge, general awareness, which can be asked from here. So that is what I'm going to do once this June is complete. In the meantime, you keep revising these PDFs and keep understanding the topics of current affair. Thank you.